What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Sir Jorge the Great bringing you week 5 of the Breedjects Battle Royale, better known as the BBR for short. This week we are facing up Jack, aka Grey, and his Vancouver Titangs. We've faced Grey a few times in the past before. We've had some incredible battles, and I'm very excited to be facing him up in the BBR yet again. He has a fantastic team this season, and I think it's just a monster. But I think we have the team to beat it today, as we usually do. Anyways, before I get into the video, I do want to give a huge thank you to each and every one of you who has gotten the channel to 200 subscribers. It has been a journey. We'll be hitting 2 years of uploading content onto YouTube in the spring, and I look forward to making more content for you guys in the future. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for giving my channel and my content a chance. Anyways, let's briefly talk about our team, what we're bringing, and why we are bringing them. So first and foremost, we got Manny the Mammal Swine with the choice band and the oblivious nature. Actually, hold up, I'm trying to think about that. I think that's right, because I think he does have an intimidator. Let me double check his team. So the reason why we're bringing a Jolly set is because he does have a base, like a base 76 Pokemon, Tapu Fini, I believe. No, not Tapu Fini. Oh my gosh, I am blanking out on his mons. He has Heatran, and Heatran I don't want to be out underspeeding them because, it's Heatran. Actually, yeah, because there was no reason for me to run Thick Fat, if I'm going to be completely honest. If he brings like a choice Scarf set, then so be it. But like, Heatran can hit us with both his Steel and Fire coverage moves, so it didn't really matter. So it's really why we... Oh yeah, I'm sorry, he has Mawile. That's exactly why we're bringing Oblivious, because he's Mawile. I just realized. That's why we're bringing Oblivious, so we don't get intimidated. We don't lose our attack stat, because EQ is monstrous against his team. Rotafam can easily come in against us, but it doesn't appreciate a Icicle Crash. I was tempted to bring Icicle Spear this week, but I don't want to chance like us only getting 2 hits instead of 5 or 3. So that's why we're bringing that. It also gives us a chance to flinch. The Pokemon that outspeed us are Lycanroc and Charizard. And, outside of that, or including the Rotom, but Rotom we could easily Ice Shard, including the Zygarde. And what also was really nice, if he brings an offensive set, we actually basically almost one-shot it. All we have to do is get up rocks. Now that I think we actually don't have rocks, so some chip on that thing is to be really, really appreciated. But yeah, we have Manny the Mammal Swine coming in with also EQ and knockoff. Next up, we got Bender the Girder making their second, coming in for the second week with the Violet and the Iron Fist ability. We have max HP, max attack with the Adamant Nature. We have Back Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Power Up Punch. I kind of like, so we don't deal with the Pangoro well, and we really do struggle with it, and so this is sort of our main way to deal with it. We go for a Power Up Punch, because Back Punch and Power Up Punch have the same sort of base stat. We go for a Power Up Punch, and then we go for a Mac Punch, and we just, destroy it. We can take a Moonblast from a non-invested Tapu Fini, which I think is really, really nice, because I think Fini always comes in. So if we go Power Up Punch into a Thunder Punch, we should always knock it out, hopefully. I think it's going to be really, really valuable for us. And the Ice Punch is also really nice for that Zygarde and the Decidueye. And everything else, it's really nice to have that priority. Obviously, like, Mawile can come in and intimidate us, but we do have Power Up Punch, so we can sort of counteract that. But yeah. Next up, we got Bruce the Sharpedo. Very similar, with Mammal Swine, we are bringing a Jolly Nature instead of an Adamant Nature, because we basically speed tie Zygarde. So if he doesn't break like a max speed Zygarde, then we do outspeed it, and we do have Ice Sting for that, with a combination Aqua Jet and Protect. So again, in case he starts going crazy with his Zygarde, and we can't outspeed it, then we can always just go for an Aqua Jet, secure the kill, go to Aqua Jet, then go into Mammal Swine with the Ice Shard, and we definitely do kill it. That's really the thought process there. Next up, we got Pac-Man the Dust Noir. If you guys missed last week, we made some transactions for the team, and so this is one of them. We have Pac-Man the Dust Noir with the Pressure ability and the Assault Vest, Shadow Sting, Ice Punch, Poltergeist, and EQ. Initially, I was going to make a choice band set with Mammal Swine, but we really couldn't do much, and I didn't have a really good a Tapu Fini answer, and so it was a lot of things going into it. So we ended up just becoming all Assault Vest, so we could take those special hits a little bit better. Because he does have Slowking, he does have Heatran, Fini again, Rotom, or Pokemon that easily can just are very specially oriented. So I thought, hey, we could just bring Pac-Man here and just suspend those hits. Poltergeist is really good. It's a go stab. Like it's super good. We have EQ because EQ he hurts the Heatran. You know, he can be Berry, but we are gonna hurt that thing a whole lot. Ice Punch is really good for the Zygarde, and the Shadow Stick is really good for priority. So we have a lot of priority this week. Next up we have Slowbro, the Slowbro with the Regenerator and the Colbur Berry, Ice Beam, Body Press, Iron Defense, and Teleport. So a little bit of a weirder set this week. So really, again, like I said before, we really don't do well against Pangoro, especially like a Choice Banded set with like Bullet Punch and like knockoff. So with this Colbur Berry, we're essentially our Colbur Berry is going to react. We click Iron Defense, and so essentially we can live another knockoff and go for a Body Press and knock it out the next turn. Obviously, we can regenerate things out, and so I think that's going to be really nice. And then Teleport is really nice because we could just teleport and see what his responses are. Like the Sidroid can come in, but we do have Ice Beam for that. Granted, it won't do much, but it is some chip. Because then we could go Torpedo, basically scare it away with a Crunch, even though we don't have it. And so yeah, that's all I had in mind with that. And finally, we got Scotland, the Durant, which I think is going to do a hell of a work this week. As long as we knock out the Lycanroc. If he doesn't bring it, then if Scotland just does Scotland things. We have Home Claws, Iron Head, Stopping Tantrum, and Rock Slide. This coverage and moves does hurt my opponents the most. So we have enough speed to be outspeeding Zygarde. And then, with Life 4 plus Hustle, and then Home Claws. Once we click Home Claws, we basically are going to be 100% accurate with all our moves, which I just think is very, very valuable. So yeah, that is the team down below. That is the team. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to get connected with my opponent, and I'll see you guys on the other side. See you in a second. Bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting connected with our opponent, Gray. As usual, have fun, break a leg with my opponent. They wish them, send that DM to them. Break a leg. Alright, let me get my calcs over here. Alright. So you can see the 6 I think my opponent brings this week. In all actuality, if he doesn't bring Lycanroc, then I think our life becomes a little bit easier. I also don't want to see this, like honestly, truth be told, I don't want to see Pangoro at all. If he doesn't bring Pangoro, then I'll be a happy camper, but I think he's going to bring it regardless. So, maybe no Tapu Fini. But I know the first two definitely do come because they're just monsters. But there's a chance he doesn't bring Zygarde because we do have Mamoswine, which can always just click Ice Shard against that thing. I mean, he could run Iron Tail, just by Iron Tail. That is a possibility with the Yachi Berry. But he leads up to the possibility of him missing it, which is it's a 75% accurate move. Let's see, we don't see Lycanroc, but instead we see Slowking, Galarian Slowking, which I'm actually a-okay with. This is gonna bother me because I usually like to have I like to put the Pokemon in a certain order, but that's okay. Really, that's okay. In terms of the lead, we could just lead off with Manny the Mamoswine. We could also just lead off with Bruce. I think Bruce is a really nice lead as well. I think I'm gonna lead off with Bruce because protect turn 1, see what he wants to go for. If he leads off with something like the Pangoro, we could protect, protecting the parting shot or the fighting move. Heatran, we could always liquidation. This situation we protect into a Ice Fang. Slowking, we just liquidation. Tapu Fini, we protect. Actually, if he does with Tapu Fini, we do have a harder time. We just go to Slowking though. So let's see. Fini, Heatran, Pangoro. We saw Decidueye. He goes into Gertie, which is going to be Tapu Fini. Worst case scenario. That's fine, though. He's going to set up the terrain, but we do scare it. And Galarian Slowking. We definitely do scare this thing away because we do have Poison Jab. But I'm just going to go into Slowbro. Even though we're not specially defensive, we should chew a few hits. We also could have gone into... we do reveal that we don't have Flip Turn, which is unfortunate. See what this thing wants to go for. As he goes for a Moonblast. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna teleport here. See what this thing wants to go for. We see Moonblast. So that did around like 40%. So you need to switch out as we do teleport away, which is fantastic. As he goes into Slow King. Okay. Finny. Yeah, that's more an offensive Finny. So this allows us to go into to ban the Mammoth one actually for free. Because we could go for the EQ. We could also go for a knockoff. Slow King. Yeah, and EQ does it. I'm gonna go for a knockoff because it's pretty free. But I like EQ as well. But the thing is, he could be Air Balloon Heatran. So he does switch out. Probably goes into Heatran with like the Air Balloon. Goes back actually into Tapu Fini. If we had EQ'd, we would have done a tremendous amount of damage. So we see choice. Oh, he choice Scarfed. Okay. Well, I'm glad we knocked that thing's item off. We go back. We can go back into Slowbro, but I kind of like going into. Let's just go back into Slowbro here. So he was Scarfed. Choice Scarf. Oh shoot. Okay, whatever. He's gonna go for the knockoff here. So he's mixed. And I'm just gonna teleport again. For Moonblast, okay, that's fine. I think I'm gonna go into Scott Lang next. Durant. We go +1. We actually do knock it out. So I'm gonna go into Scott Lang because I'm assuming this was a straight Scarf for the week. I'm assuming. He could go for a Scald here though. That's a huge possibility. I think I'm gonna go for the Home Claws. Because Scott Lang is the fastest thing on the squad as of right now. I love how small Scott Lang is right now. Because Life Orb, Iron Head +1 is doing around 86 max, so he does stay in. I think it probably goes for a Scald. He goes for Surf. Oh, okay, cool. I think that actually is a little bit better. It's gonna do a lot more to us. It can do a tremendous amount, but we do get a few. We're able to go for an Iron Head here, which I think is fantastic. So let's see what he wants to go for here. Ironhead isn't our favorite to kill. Let's see if Durant gets a kill. Let's see if Durant gets a kill here. Hustle, Jolly, sorry, Hustle, Max Attack, Life Orb to max HP Tapu Fini is doing a huge chunk to him. And I don't think he's going to appreciate this at all. And I think our opponent is really thinking about what they want to do. Like, Heatran can come in, but I don't think Heatran really appreciates the hit either. So he actually switches out. Who does he go into? He goes into Heatran. Okay. As we go for the Iron Head. Oh, it's a crit too. There's a flame. Okay, so it trades off. It trades off. I doubt this thing is scarfed. And if it is, whatever. I'm gonna go for the stopping tantrum. It sucks that we burnt, but we got the crit. Heatran. And we have to do knock that thing out. Cool. So, Durant kills Heatran. So we have one attack left. Obviously goes into Decidueye, which he could easily go for like a Shadow Sneak. But that burn is pretty big, if I had to say so myself. See, the question is, how fast is the Feeny? Because can Mamo take a hit? Mamo could take a serve. No, unless he's like modest. No. I can't risk Manny taking a serve. He goes into Ziggy Smalls. So now he could have EQ. He took a while to go into that thing, though. I'm going to just go for the Iron Head. Get some damage on this thing and just die to my own life form. Unless he has E-Speed. Which he could... Yeah, he does have E-Speed. Okay. So, Zai kills Durant. I could go to Manny. But in reality, I shouldn't because that brings in the... it brings in the other Pokemon. The Feeny, which I don't want. So I'm going to go to Slowbro here. Go for the Ice Beam. Goes to Pangoro, then we were like, oh crap. Which is fine. We actually we should have Iron Defense, to be honest. Okay, so just switch out. He goes into Robin Hood, which is going to be the Decidueye. As we go for the Ice Beam. We do a good chunk to this thing. Can we get a freeze? No, we don't. Okay. Let's see, Decidueye. Do you knock us out? Slowbro. With Poltergeist, you don't? Since we're max HP. I'm just gonna teleport away. Adamant Poltergeist is doing around 70% max, and we're over 70%. It's Release Storm. He's special. Oh gosh. And he's gonna knock us out. Okay. Kills Slow. Kind of unfortunate, but we do see Leaf Storm, which is really important. Leaf Storm. I kind of like going into Bender. And just like scaring it out. We could also just go into Bruce, but that still invites the Feeny. So these from Shadow Ball. He can be mixed. Or Roost. He could also have Roost is a thing. I'm gonna go into Pac-Man here. Like bluff that we have some sort of hitting at this thing. If we have Dusknoir. Shadow Sting has a chance to kill. So I'm gonna go for that. He switches out. Goes into Algoro, which is going to be Pangoro. So we're getting some chip on this thing. Not much. And this thing could definitely like, I think he could be scrappy. So he can still hit us with like the fighting type moves. Which is unfortunate. So do we need Bruce? Is the thing. Yeah, we need Bruce. I don't think we need Pac-Man, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go for the EQ. As he goes for the substitute, huge. Pangoro. It's good to know that he isn't choice banded. Sub. Make EQ again. We have a chance to live a knockoff. Not beautifully, but there is a chance. Because for knockoff, we live. As we go for another EQ. We do a great amount of damage to this thing. I think I give him my Pac-Man, truth be told. I really do. Yeah. Do we need Pac-Man? Not really. Like, again, Pac-Man was our least useful member. So I think Pangoro is going to get the kill here. Because we're knockoff, yeah. Kills, Dust. So Dust Noir really helping us out. Really chipping down this, this Pangoro. I'm gonna go into Bender here. Scare this thing off with a Mach Punch. But go for a power-up punch for the Feeny. Or does Thunder Punch already kill? Girder. That's level 50. Calm down, Jorge. I'm gonna go for the Mach Punch. Yeah, how much Finny taking the hit? We're winning on time, so I'm not too stressed out by that, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Mach Punch into Thunder Punch from Feeny. If he does switch out, you know, he does switch out, okay. Water Noose. Oh, Slowking, okay. We do 0. You can go for a Psychic move, which we have boost for. If we had Crunch, you know, that'd put us in a better positioning. Because for Feature Sight, okay. See, knock, Feature Sight. I'm gonna go for the Liquidation for the damage. Maybe we could get a defense trap on the Feeny, which would be huge. Does it switch out? He goes into Algoro actually, so he's gonna sack this thing to Torpedo. Or he was predicting the dark move, but we don't have a dark move. So Torpedo kills Bangoro. Finally getting a speed boost compared to off season when we never got it. So Bangoro's down. Then the Ziggy Smalls. So he is Yachi Berry. This screams to me Yachi Berry. Or the ice. Yachi Berry, there we go. But that means we could just, because for E speed, oh, he's getting damage.
NANI?
Is that Choice Bandit? What? Holy crap. Extreme speed. Sharpedo. What the actual living crap? That's Choice Bandit. Wow. Okay. But that means don't we just click EQ a bunch of times? That's Choice Bandit. That's wild. Wow. Oh. Maybe speed. I can't take another hit, unfortunately, so I have to go to Bender. Wow, Choice Bandit Zygarde. We should have gone for the ice shard then. Oh wait, oh my gosh! Feature Sight. I forgot about that. Oh, crapperoonie. Oh, crapperoonie. I think we just lose now. I'm gonna go for the power-up punch. Need to switch out. Water news, yep. I'm gonna go for the Thunder Punch here. That is quad resistant though, so like it's not gonna do too much. We actually outspeed it. Okay. Is there another feature site? Okay. I'm gonna go for another Thunder Punch. Hopefully we can knock this thing out. Hopefully. Wow. Just wow. Choice managed Zygarde. If we had Drain Punch, that would have been phenomenal this week. Unfortunately, we just didn't have that move. I wish we had knockoff in this situation, but whatever. He's gonna switch out. He's going to Robin Hood. If I switched it up and just gone for the Ice Punch, that would have actually been really cool. Oh, the crit? Stop. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry about that, Gray. Does that work out in our favor, actually? Because does Feeny take a hit? He's going to switch out. Goes back to Water News. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing there. Did we live? Oh, we don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. But on the positive, we can now just start clicking EQ a bunch of times. The Decidueye weak enough. Is this a counter sweep? Is this a counter sweep? I think we just took a bunch of blows, like, to and from. I'm so sorry about the Decidueye, like, taking or eating a freaking, eating that Thunder Punch with a crit and then paralyzing it. Like, dog, come on now. So Zai kills Sharp. He switches out, and then he goes into Robin. He's gonna give me this Pokemon. Somebody just died. Yeah, it was Slow. King kills Girder. Mamo kills Decidueye. So hopefully he goes back into Gertie, which is going to be the Feeny. That's not in range of that's max HP though. It's not a crit if you call it. Not a crit if you call it. It's not a crit if you call it, guys. Listen from Jorge. It's not a crit if you call it. You outspeed and you call it? Like, come on now. We actually do outspeed? Oh, he's bulkier. Yeah, no, we're going to lose. Oh, man. Miss? Nope. Okay. The one we don't bring Bright Powder. GG to my opponent. It's unfortunate. But we're going to lose 3-0 there. Truth be told, Flame Body Heatran kicking things off. When we should have gone it for turn 1. But we did get a crit, so it didn't really matter. I think I lost Pokemon without realizing it. Like the Decidueye killing Slowbro when I thought he'd be physical. Pangoro killing Dusknoir, but I think that was important because I didn't deal with Pangoro at all. Wow. You know what? Right when you think you have your groove back, you just don't. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap things up here. If you guys have enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you have not already. You guys do know Mr. Jorge D. Great. Make sure you're praising the word of alola Eggy. And we'll see you guys next week for the BBR. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. I hope I was recording all of that. My hop stop for a quick